Welcome to the new Flying Pig Thrift traveling rig. I know we've all talked about this, and through much deliberation and this conversation, we decided to do a build ourselves to get the traveling rig how exactly we want it dialed, with pets involved, with bicycles involved,
and comfort involved.
With comfort involved. We decided to not just get a motorhome that had one use. We wanted to get a van that we could have built out how we wanted it to suit our needs as far as traveling, the business, and everything. And this is what we came up with. We've already been in talks with a gentleman who builds vans out of northeastern Pennsylvania, and we're going to meet him after the Arkansas trip in May, probably beginning of May, to discuss our plans and kind of do a collaboration. So you have to stay tuned to see how this van turns out right now, from a basic cargo shell to what it's going to be our new traveling home on wheels. Not home, because we're not van lifers, but but our new traveling rig. So let's take a tour.
This is the van that we were able to take up 7 pieces of furniture in and the pump organ, not at the same time. All the furniture fit in here perfectly, and we still had room to walk around. The thing that I like about it is Jimmy is 6'3", and he's able to stand up and not be hunched over. You still have
I could probably have like 4 inches.
Yeah, you could do
now, some of that's going to get built in,
right,
with the van build in May and June, whenever we get that process started.
The other thing. So let me turn you back around, and we'll give you an idea of what we have in store.
So this is a 2023 Ford Transit 350 cargo van. These are kind of hard to find, and we bought it and only had 6 miles on it. So we got it brand new, which was kind of exciting. We did look at used ones, and unfortunately, because of the market, used ones were not as expensive as new ones, but they were, with one that was 5 years old with 50,000 miles, it wasn't much different than a new one, and we just thought if we could find a new one, that might be best. We can start fresh.
Right.
There's no scratches, there's no markings, there's already something kind of built in here. It's just a blank canvas. Yeah. And like I said, I believe the gentleman's name is Appalachian Fans, I believe.
I think so. I'll put in the right name.
Yeah, but we're gonna film all that, of course. Meeting him, talking over our plans. I don't know if we'll go from this to finished product, or if there'll be something in between. But you have to stick around for some pretty neat van build videos. That's gonna be a lot of fun and exciting. So because we're gonna have this specced out exactly how we want it. So this, as Dagny said, I'm 6'3", and I have plenty of room. It already has plenty of lighting, which.
And the wall's already up. He might have to take these walls off.
Yes,
but for our trip to Arkansas, it's nice because the floor is...
Right, we're going to take it as is to our trip to Arkansas, put in some, some sleeping pads, and probably block off Indy and Barney, the bigger dogs, back here, so they're not up front with us so much.
There you are.
There we are.
So these open up all the way out to the side.
So they stop to that point, but then with these latches here, you can open them up the whole way, and then they have little magnetic stoppers. So when we do want to load stuff in there, we have all kinds of room.
And one of the things that we've seen is people have gotten the magnetic netting for the back, so we could have.
So you could put it here, and you can have this open to get air, but you can also keep out the bugs and things like that.
It's kind of overcast, so I'm going to be squinty.
Yeah.
One of the things, we watched a lot of YouTube videos of other people.
Building
it's easy to
vans.
what do you search for? You just do how to build a transit, not how to build a van.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
just
an easy
van
search.
builds.
Van build. So a lot of people have their beds in the back,
and
that's what we would like to do. And I think this trip to Arkansas will be nice, because then we'll see. It's going to be very basic, but then we can say, it would be nice if we had this, or if we nice if we had that. Right. So we do want to have a composting toilet, something private for that, because it's always nice to have your own
bathroom.
When we have the camper, we never had to worry about like, can we find a bathroom because
Right.
ours was behind us.
Right.
So that's definitely something we want. We want a raised bed, and then we're kind of still talking about whether if we can take the bed out. So if we ever come across another pump organ or a whole suite of furniture, I don't know how often that's going to happen, but just to have the option of taking the frame out.
Right.
Maybe
we're not sure yet.
We're
We
not
might
sure.
just completely build it out as strictly a
'Cause that would
traveling
be really
rig.
nice, too.
Because one nice thing that it has that we weren't necessarily looking for, but this just kind of I'd say fell into our lap, but it just kind of was there, and then we pursued it. But it does have a trailer hitch, so it can tow 6,000 pounds. So we could get a little cargo trailer to tow with this. If we didn't want to leave the back for cargo, if we just wanted to build it out with a bed and a little kitchenette and things like that. So we can tow a little trailer that if we do want to pick up a pump organ, we can do that. So our tentative plan until we talk to, I believe his name is Evan with Appalachian Vans, is to have the bed at a certain height.
Right. One that you can still sit.
Yeah, we want to be able to be on the bed and still sit up, so it's going to have to be probably in this range somewhere. But we also maybe want to be able to have like a little garage area underneath the bed, which we've seen with other YouTube channels. Just throwing out some names there, but there's Mo and Hannah. They have a Mercedes Sprinter van, and they ride mountain bikes. So they have their bed up, and then they have like a garage underneath the bed with their mountain bikes. So we want something like that. We have dogs. We would like to bring bikes, so we want to have that option.
All the stuff that we're going to find when we travel and go thrifting.
Yeah, we want to have. We want to have totes and
Yeah.
stuff that of empty. So we can like Dagny said, we have paper in them. We can buy stuff and then pack it safely, and it's kind of added the living space. So we're thinking probably up until this area, roughly, we'll have a bed, and then maybe like a little small room here with the composting toilet. And then either a kitchenette
counter,
here,
yeah.
huh?
A little counter, something.
A little counter,
simple.
kitchenette, or maybe like a little workspace that has like two, at least one chair, and then maybe with a little table that you could like work on a laptop, or you could edit videos, and maybe a kitchenette over here. So we're going to figure all that out when we talk to Evan.
He'll have more ideas because he's done.
Yeah, he's done a bunch. I mean, he's working on one now.
On the roof, everyone has a vent.
Yeah, we want to get a Max, I think it's called Air Max fan or Max Air fan or something like that. It doesn't matter what the name of it is, but yeah, you get so that way you can pull in air and suck out the hot air or bring the cool air in, whatever you want to do. So that's kind of course, get insulation, and we've seen people that run I don't know if it's cedar boards, but they run some kind of boards that looks really nice.
And then some people have because you can see that it's wavy because of the bottom. They take this out and they fill it with
Dowel boards, like
right,
styrofoam
to make
insulation,
it a solid piece.
Right? And then they put flooring down. So, and then like Dagny said with the back, there's magnetic attachments that can cover this as like a screen.
Because this is very pleasant right now.
It's very
and
pleasant.
it's 75 degrees right now.
Right. Yeah, so once we talk to Evan, we'll get some ideas, and we'll definitely bring you along for that. And there's plenty of storage space, which is really nice. I'm really just pleased with it. I just feel like this was meant to be.
Well, we've talked about it a lot, and a
Right.
nice thing is we're obviously at a park. We don't live here. Wouldn't that be nice if this was our? Yeah, that's my backyard. So we drove to a park so we would have kind of room to walk around and show you. And that was one of the things that we really talked about a lot was, did we want to get a small motorhome,
Right.
or did we want to get what was it? The thing that thing that you pull behind. No, where you put
a cargo trailer.
a cargo trailer. We
And then
looked at
convert that into.
right. We looked at those because people convert cargo trailers and stuff.
Pull that with the truck.
Right, but the thing about this is just a van. So even when we were driving out here to this park to film, we were just driving in a van. It wasn't like we were driving in a huge motorhome or
Right,
we had
we were
somebody pulling something
right.
behind us. So that's what I like about this. It's kind of a nondescript van. You see them all. I see them all the time now that we have one.
Yeah, it's got nice storage up here. It's got all the charging outlets. It's just gonna be really exciting to talk with Evan and kind of figure out, between what we want and what he's done and what he's seen done, through hands-on experience, and kind of what we kind of like come up with. So now we're gonna take you on a little exterior tour
Yep.
and just see it. This is a typical white van, but we're just going to give you a little tour and see what's on the outside and what we might do with the outside, because we don't know if we're going to put decals on it with the Flying Pig Thrifts, if we're going to do them permanently or magnetically. We're not going to drive this van other than, you know, work related or travel related. So it's, you know, we have our own vehicles to get to work and things like that. But so let's just go see the outside.
Okay.
So obviously this is the front of the van. You know, it's very, you know, just a regular van, but it's very nice driving. You know, it's big enough but not too big. So this is just kind of what we're
And you
working
have
with.
an option of having a door on this side. You could see where it would go, but
I mean,
we're
you
not gonna do
could
that.
no, because we're going to be building there. So,
Yeah.
and one of the neat features, and I've seen this with this van, is, you know, this
Oh
is
yeah,
where
this
the
is neat. Where the gas goes.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
You knew where it was.
Yeah. And then when you close it, you can't get into it. So
That's nice.
kind of neat.
Yeah.
So just the side of the van. They do make them with the dually wheels. Those are the heavy duty, but we didn't. That was an option, and we didn't really necessarily want
Right.
that. So this is the. I'm gonna close this up. It just kind of like reconnects itself. So like I said, this is. It's the Transit 350. So like I said, with the hitch and backup camera and all the safety features.
Yeah,
that
that's
you
nice.
need.
And then it beeps at us.
Yep,
when we,
all the sensors where it tells you how close you're getting, and it'll
Yeah.
start yelling at you.
yeah, these start yelling at you when you get too close to anything,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
I've driven it too. It's really not that awkward. I thought it'd be more awkward, but it's really not that bad.
A very nice sliding door.
So we're both looking forward to taking you on the next step. Well, the next step will be Arkansas,
Yep.
but then
Kind
the
of how
next
it
step
is
for
with, some small upgrades just to make it more comfortable, but it definitely be more pleasant to drive than the pickup truck, and definitely with the pickup truck pulling the camper. You know, it's a lot, and the gas mileage is terrible.
Right.
As probably if you pull a camper yourself, you probably know that. Where this gets around once the engine's broke in, because it looks like we got it with 6 miles. I think it has like 75 now. But once the engine gets broke in, I've talked to people that had this exact van. They're getting like 20, 24 on the highway. believe it
Oh,
or
wow.
not. Yeah,
That's
and they're
pretty
getting
good.
like 18 around town, 18 to 20
Nice.
around town. So it gets good gas mileage. So
that's important.
that is important. So yeah, so this is our new Flying Pig Thrifts traveling rig, and we're excited to bring you along for the adventures and definitely for the build. The build is exciting in itself.
We hope you enjoyed this little extra video. We can't wait to take you on more adventures in our new van. And as always, we'll see ya. We stopped on the way home because I was getting hungry. We were just declaring how our little picnic here on the floor is awesome. So we can't wait till it's decked out. It's going to be even better.
Yep.
Bye.
Cheers.